Welcome to my reflective assessment of an online learning environment. For this piece, I have chosen to evaluate an online diploma in educational psychology delivered to Alison. So for this piece, I will take the reflection on Alison in 4 different headings: site usability, course description and learning outcomes, course layout and design, and course assessment and reward. So login options are simple. You can log in from the home screen via your Gmail, Facebook or Yahoo account. There are also other options to log in via the login menu in the top right hand corner. One facility I did feel was missing was a sign up for new users button from the home page. The navigation is quite simple. You have a home button, you have about, which is all about Alison and how it works. You have courses, which gives you a range of ways to search for course. You've got the services that Alison provides, and then you've got information contained within my account. So if you're looking for a course, you can look via, you can search all diploma courses, you can search courses according to categories, subjects, publishers, or you can also type something straight into the search bar. The best way I have found to look for a course is actually to go into the subject area, and it'll display all the subjects that Alison has, and then from there you can pick an area of your choosing. I decided to look into psychology because I have an overall interest in it, and when I went in there, if you click on the subject area, it'll bring you in to a list of courses to do with that subject that Alison provide. So to find out a little more about the Diploma in Educational Psychology, you simply select Start Course. So in here, I felt this screen was really useful and very nicely laid out. It gives you to the left hand side a quick indication of if the course is going to cost you any money, if there's certification at the end of it, and how to enrol. So with this you can enrol at any time, at any stage. So it gives you a description of what the course is about, and then if you scroll down a little bit further, it gives you some key features of the course. This is very useful because it lets you know in the course in educational psychology there's no video or audio or animation. Now this could be very important if you were using an old laptop that didn't have speakers attached to it, or didn't have video enabled on it. You don't want to get halfway through a course to realise then that there is video or audio embedded into the course and that you can't complete the course. So I thought that was quite useful. It also let you know that the course was equivalent to VTAC level 5. This is very important both for myself obviously to get accreditation, but also if I decide to show Alison to my learners, that they will actually get something that will be recognised outside of Alison. So when we scroll down further, we get the learning outcomes, which gives a good description of what the course hopes to achieve, and then it gives a full breakdown of the modules that are involved in the course. So there's 21 different modules in this course. That includes the final assessment. There's also 3 separate formative assessments within the course structure, so I felt that it was a very well assessed course. So as a returning user, I can simply go to my account and click on courses. This will bring me to a screen which lists all the different courses that I'm enrolled on, and it gives you a very good note about where you are within the course. So I've completed 10 hours and 55 minutes of this course and I'm nearly there, but I haven't yet certified. Okay, so once in the course, then it lists the modules that you've done and gives you a good indication of exactly where you are within each module. So when you click on a module, say cultural differences for instance, you can see that there's 6 modules and I've completed 0 of these modules at the moment. Within each module it gives you learning outcomes, and then it develops a topic, and then it gives you a summary at the end. So if I click on the learning outcomes for cultural differences, it will load up. Now the annoying thing is that because obviously it's a free service, Alison may be making the money by placing the ads in. The ads take at least 10 seconds before each section. So it can take quite a long time to get through the modules simply for that reason. So each module is quite like PowerPoint slides, and you click through them to get the information. Now again, it's not very user friendly at the end of each section because you've an option to return to course, which brings you back to the first slide, or one to exit the course. Whereas there really should be a third button there in order to move on to the next section, I found. And then again it goes back into a long loading process in order to get to the next section of that module. This was quite frustrating after a while. Okay, so just to show you a little bit of how the course is actually run. As I said, it's a series of Like PowerPoint slides, I have to say I didn't find it very engaging. There was very little interaction, there was no video, no audio, no animation, and very little interaction within the whole thing. The topic was interesting, and that's probably because I personally find it interesting. However, regardless of the fact that I didn't find the course very engaging, I did think the page layout of the course was very well designed. It was quite intuitive to know that you were meant to click through the various slides, and also it would give you a good indication of where you were within the module, then all the different modules. It would also give you a text version of the slides so that you could pull that off and copy it into Microsoft Word for notes. It also gave you a section for notes, which I thought was quite handy. Okay, so a little bit on the assessment. The course has 3 formative assessments and 1 final assessment, but they're all made up of the same structure. It's multiple choice questions. So I'll just click on the final assessment, which I haven't completed yet. So again, you have to go through the long process of ads or advertisements ahead of the actual slides loading. Okay, so course assessment. This assessment will determine your knowledge and understanding. So it gives you a good idea of what the assessment is about. And then you have a series of different questions. So when you submit a question, it'll tell you whether you're right or wrong. And it'll go on to the next question. So this goes on for 50, so I won't keep you here for 50. I'll go answer them and come back to you. Okay, so we've come to the end of the educational assessment. As you can see, the assessment takes place within the same space that the course was delivered. I felt that the assessment was quite good in feedback, in that it told you what question you were on. You could also see what questions you got right and what questions you got wrong, but you can't go back and repeat it unless you go back and repeat the whole exam. It also tells you your points out of the total amount of points that you can get and how much value each question is. So I'm going to complete this assignment now. Now, so if I view my results, I passed that, which is wonderful. So to summarise, I felt that Alison, and in particular the Diploma in Educational Psychology, was very nicely laid out. The system is simple to navigate and there's good visual representation of your progression through the course. On the downside, I felt that the Google advertising was a bit too infringent at times and acted as a distraction and a delay. The course was not very engaging, however it was informative. There was a good structure of assessment, but as all questions were either MCQs or one-line answers, they did not really leave any room for higher order thinking. However, overall, would I recommend Alison and the Diploma in Educational Psychology? Yes, I would.